the green light go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I'm scared.
Jumbo!
Mike, check. 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I got you.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Cat 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3-and-out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing, so they better provide him some help on this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check. Inside.
Check. 53 is mine. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3 down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 25, check 25, check 25.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got nothing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing. There, 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
Rodgers pass complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
56. Mike. Over. I'm coming. Where y'all going? I'm coming.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
58 to Mike.
They go play action here on 1st down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Go! Mike is 59.
From the 38, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
Second and 2. And this one's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Let's get it.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They'll run. It's Washington. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys have got it back. At the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Washington. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On first, here's Washington. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down, Washington able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
27 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Crunch. Check 4. Check. Check.
Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, watch this.
Check 13. Check 13.
Coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Kill. Tighten up. He's checking.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
From the 24, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 76 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Washington. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. You're out. 42 is the mic. I got one. Rush in.
They run it here with Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Whip. Watch the whip.
26. For the 50.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
319.
Mike to 59. I'm coming. Chance.
Easy.
Mike, check.
Back north.
59. Here we go. Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, Foxtrot. White left.
Check the hot read.
Now Rodgers throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tano Passanio just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike's 59.
They're not ready for this. Hey, flex.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Hey, Sunday.
61. Matchbox. Right. Slam.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Washington gets it going right. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Washington taking it in. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now.
Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Inside. Mike, check. It's smooth. He don't know no better. To the 50.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Rodgers now going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Yellow.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Washington ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Switch gears.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Get 300. Get 300.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yellow. That's a line.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Alpha. Hey, Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marcus Kemp there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56, the mark.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Yellow. Switch.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. To Thompson on the draw. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
35. Packers 16.